So, you know,
Good morning, good morning. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the 8th October, the New York session over here. Today is a very special day. Today is a day, man, this day again, man, GPGPY cannot maintain its move up. We are really struggling to break above this area over here. And this resistance we have is 137,370. We're really struggling to break above this area here. Looking at the 4 hour, we're rejecting that area on the 4 hour. We also came down to support formed yesterday. So this was a support formed, like, you know, when the Asian session opened and we anticipated price to continue on towards 137,350. And so far, you know, we came back to this area now again. So since we're coming back to this area, looking at the 1 hour time frame, we just tapped into that support as we were yesterday in the Asian session, right? So if price rejected this in the Asian session, we could reject this here in the New York session and continue going up. Not sure. So we're going to take a look at the 30-minute time frame. 30-minute time frame is just forming at the moment. We have probably this area of, like, you know, a rejection area, because this was where support was formed all the way after Asian Open, all the way down towards pre-London. Pre-London tapped in here and then continue moving up. So this is an area where price may start rejecting. Plus also we're creating a support down at this point here. So, like, you know, right now it's going to get very difficult to look for a trade over here. Also, if we break above 137, then there's a high probability we may correct this move. And talking about correcting that move, why did that happen? UK recovery has been very uneven across the economy. Yeah, so they're talking about how the economic recovery is not going to be that easy. It's going to be hard. So we'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see what happens here so far. Okay. Let's take a look at this. This is daily resistance. Daily resistance being rejected. Looking for buys above 137,400. Okay. First idea sell, looking for sell if you make a resistance. Second sell, sells below over here. Yes, this makes sense. I would agree with this, right? So basically, what I'm looking at here, just like the first watch here, I'm looking to see that, okay, if we form some sort of a resistance over here, price may continue down to fill this range here. So now what I want to do is I want to measure this range. And this is a 21 pip range. I think it's enough range for price to continue down. So we'll see what happens, how this price closes. But if, let's say, someone does not feel comfortable taking the sell, maybe you want to wait for price to break below 136,800, right? Because if price can break below 136,800, then you have all this range coming down all the way till, I'd say, at least 136,500. It's like a 27-30 pip range. Let's go down to the 15-minute time frame. Yeah, I think that would make sense. Till right over here, 136,500. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see what happens here. Okay, let's take a look at this chart here. This is GJ looking for price to respect support and look for buys, retest the daily high. Okay. Okay. We can wait. Okay. All right. Yeah, I think a lot of like I think a lot of places are going back in lockdown. It's getting pretty scary, back to the same thing as it was before. So we'll see how the governments and everyone handles this situation now. What do you think about the buys if the 30-minute candle closes bullish? If the 30-minute candle closes above 137, I would look for buys. I think buys are going to make sense above 137. So other than that, I don't think there's trade here so far because this range is too small. Even for a sell, it's like 10-11 pip range. So yeah, I'm not trying to. I mean, I want to take a sell from up over here or wait for a break of a low over here to take sells. Otherwise, I mean, there's nothing I'll look at right now. Let's take a look at these a couple of charts coming in. Trade zone is above over here. I like this. This is goat shit. Trade zone below here. Yeah, it's pretty good. So you're looking for buys above there. So basically, this analysis here, you have a support forming right over here. Oh, wrong color. Right over here. You have a support forming here. So I think a break of this would be very important. So let's just wait to see how this 30-minute candle closes so that we can get a better idea here. Can you consider the 15-minute a write-off? 15-minute a write-off? No. No, because that's a rejection. We caught sells on HFX stream, Raja, on that drop. Oh, nice. Beautiful. Yeah, HFX is doing some really good live streams there. Anyone else not been able to rewind today's stream? I had the same problem yesterday. Also, no rewind until the stream was over. Yeah, my software got updated, and there's a setting there which you need to change, and I have no idea what setting that is. So, probably gonna be done by the end of, like, by tomorrow, I guess. So this is like old school TV, right? Where you come to watch live TV and you can't rewind. Like I remember when TVs were getting advanced and we were getting these TV boxes where you could rewind the show you were watching, and it was pretty cool. But we never got it though. We never got it. But when we came to Canada, we realized, oh man, like shit, you can go back. You can go back the show and watch it. It's crazy. All right, let's take a look at gold here. Gold's obviously continuing up over here as we're moving into such uncertainty within the markets. 4 hours moving bullish, 4 hour created support 1885. I think on the 1 hour time frame, this is a resistance, and if we break above this resistance, there's clean traffic going all the way up to 1900, 1902. I think those are going to be very, very good targets for gold to continue moving bullish here. Yeah, see 1900. 1900 is going to be pretty good. If we break above 1894, 1900, we're coming up over here. I might try to take a trade on gold, but we'll see what happens here. I'm going to be very, very careful. Hey guys, do you know any website or anything to learn about trading in Forex? Even any chat where we help each other? Thanks. I think this is the best place to be, right? This is the best place to be here. No trade zone, clean traffic up above this area. This could be problematic. Cautious to take buys. Very good, very good. All right, let's take a look at this. We got charts coming. Price broke out of the Asian session. Pretty good. Price now come back down here. Re-enter the range. Buys make sense. Yeah, buys above 137 would make sense. I think a lot of people have almost like the same ideas here. I think a 15-minute candle close above resistance. Price is going to go up to resistance. Go bearish to retest the low. See, the only problem is the 15-minute candle is about to come to a close, and if it closes like this, we're creating a support right over here. We're creating a support down at the bottom. So this range is a difficult range to trade. This right over here. This is a 20 pip range, and it's going to get really difficult right over here. This is a very difficult range to trade. The easy range to trade is above 137 and below 136,800. These are two easy ranges. And the reason why is because look left, right? Look left, we have clean candle over here, and we have clean candle right over here. If you want to look left to this range, there's just garbage. Consolidation, madness, confusion, not sure what's going on. So wait for price to come into the green range, down below over here, or a green range up above over here. Within this area, man, I don't know. I mean, if we form a resistance here, it could make sense for a sell, but still it's going to be very tricky. So I think I'm gonna wait. Yeah, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait for price to either break up or break down. Man, whoever's worried about how you can't rewind the stream, just be happy the stream is up. The messages I was getting the last 2 days, oh man. At the stream starts at 6:30, by 6:40, 6:45, oh, my inbox would just blowing up. Instagram was just yeah, it'd be blowing up. Hey, good morning, brother. EJ chart. What could I have done better? All right. Someone sent a EJ chart over here. Actually, before we look at your JPY, let me take a look at your JPY and let's see what do I think. Because I think it's important for me to look at this and see what's going on over here. Oh, we're still ranging here on the 4 hour. See, these are the ranges. This is the range I drew in the Asian session, and it's still ranging. Your JPY is still ranging. I guess they're waiting for someone to say something, probably Lagarde to say something, or something's going on. But a big announcement is on its way. Okay, let's take a look at this GU idea. Chart coming straight from the gulag. Coming from the gulag. If this candle closed bullish, gonna take longs to retest the high right over here. Okay. GU. Oh, look at that. GJ is coming down. Let's take a look at GU over here. US 30. Okay. GU is also coming down. So we have a support forming on GU. If we break this support, there's a high probability for price to continue down to this support here. So if we look at it on the 1 hour time frame, 1 hour looks like there was some sort of an issue over here. So if this is a range, this is a 20 pip range here, right? The reason why there was an issue over here because this was a support. So this was a support. This support was held after Asian Open, and this was also held at pre-New York. See how price came down, retapped this area, continued going up. So this was a very important support. This support got broken through this candle here, and now we came down, right? Yeah, so we'll need a break above this price, 1.29, 29300 to continue going up to retest the high over here, or break below 1.2900 to continue down. Kind of like the same setup on GPJPY, right? See here, now this is your ranging. This is your range. This is a good trade. This is a good trade. All right, let's do this. Buys above 137. That's what I'm looking at. What buys above 137, and sells below 136,800. Ballpark value, obviously. 136,800. Does my broker matter because I'm using Vantage and someone said I can't take trades unless the broker is the same? I really need confirmation. Yeah, you can take trades. You can. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what broker you're with. You can take trades. You know, one of these days I'm going to show up in a suit. You know, I'm going to start showing up in suits and dress shirts, and then we're going to try to trade, you know, like make it much more professional here. Let's take a look at this chart here. This is a GJ 30-minute chart. Price back at previous resistance area, waiting for it to become support. Wait and break below this level for sells. Looks good, looks good. Looking for close above for buys. Yeah, looks good, looks good. Beautiful. So I have this range over here. This is a 20 pip range. Why no sells below 136.796? Yeah, I just said that. Sells below 136.800. This area here, 136.796. Man, come on. We need to be attentive. All right, let's take a look at this chart here. This is a chart coming straight from the gulag. Hopefully, oh, it's the right chart here. Gold, waiting for price to broke and close above 1894. And for support on the lower time frame to continue moving bullish. I like this idea. I actually like this. Kind of like the same thing I'm thinking here too, you know, for gold to break above. So we'll see what happens. Took a sell as the previous candle broke, secured 75% and 9 pips. Beautiful, beautiful. Still kind of like risky, but you know, it's really important for you to wait for price to break out of this range here. I mean, no matter how good a trade may seem, but no matter how tight the range is, man, we just have to be very, very patient. So, you know, if you took that trade, then probably you're done for the day, but that's it. So I'm just waiting here. Okay, what's this? This is... Do you think this level is something to consider on gold? Seems very close to current level. This is the daily chart. Yeah, it's important level. It's important. I think what's more important is to see where price is right now and if it will really continue to go up. Because if you look at gold at the moment, let's take a look at gold here. Right? If you're looking at gold, if we're looking at the daily time frame on gold, we can see that the daily candle is moving bullish, right? It's moving bullish. It has the potential to fill the wick, right? And that wick fill is going to be around, like, it's like 400 pips, 40 pips away at 1898. So if you go down to the 4-hour time frame, the 4-hour, the daily wick is right over here, 1898. So 4-hour has to fill this wick and continue on towards 1898. So how is price going to head towards 1898? Let's take a look at the 1-hour time frame here. Looking at the 1-hour, that 1898 wick is above this resistance here, above 1894. So price will need to break above 1894 to continue on to fill this wick. So now obviously we'll have to wait for price to break above this area to continue heading up. To continue heading up, we will have to wait. If the candle crosses 136.800, would you wait for the candle to close or take an impulse entry? I'm probably going to wait. I'm probably going to wait. Just wondering, are you planning to get into either your sell or buy as an impulse? Yeah, we'll have to wait. We'll have to wait and see what happens. You know, it's too early to say that I'm going to enter a impulse entry or I'm going to wait for a candle to close. Way too early, you know, because we just don't know. We just don't know certain things in the market. Let's take a look at this chart here. Mr. Tahir. Mr. Tahir sent a chart. GJ. Waiting for support to form on 30-minute to go bullish. Okay, okay. Looks good. Looks good. I would still want to wait for 137 to break. I would wait for the 137 to break. This range on gold is 46 pips. I think this is a very bad range here because, you know, price has been ranging here. So let's see what happens. Hey Raja, this stream should not be public. What if one agent from the robber banks is listening to the stream? On a serious note. Oh, okay. Robber banks. If the robber banks can look at the stream, that's awesome. Hey robber banks. I managed to analyze the market and then mess up in execution. I shared this yesterday and market moved my way but wasn't able to take an entry. I think if you weren't able to take an entry, you need to start to look at the charts and see how could you have taken, oh, wrong chart coming straight from the gulag. I think one thing that people don't really focus on is how could you have taken the correct trade? I mean, if you lost the trade, how could you have taken the correct trade? If you missed the trade, how could you have taken the correct trade? I think every day I type this. I type this every day to a lot of people. I type look to see how could you have taken the opposite trade. I type it so much that my fingers now automatically move on the buttons like, you know. So it's very important. Whenever you lose a trade, don't be sad. Don't be depressed. Just look to see how could you have taken the correct trade. Because normally what happens is whenever someone takes a loss, they just kind of like walk around with the tail between their legs. They're like, oh man, I lost this trade. And then that's it. And I'm like, okay, then what? Like, is that how you act in life? Like in life, when you lose, you just like, oh, I just lost. That's it. You make no amends. You don't look to see where your mistakes were. No, man. Like winners, they look at their mistakes and they say that, okay, like, you know what, this situation is going to happen again tomorrow, and I have to see how could I have been right today. So if it happens tomorrow, I can be right, right? So right now we're just waiting here. Price is coming towards 136,800. Now, two things can happen from this point. Price can continue moving down with no retests and can just continue dropping. Another thing is price can break down and the next candle can continue dropping. So what I'm going to do is, since this support was very strong, it was held all the way from like, you know, Asian Open down till like, you know, again, Asian Open. Yeah, like, you know what, this was held pretty strong. So I would want to wait for price to break and close below this area to see if I can take a sell. Hey, would it be risky to get in a sell after close due it already being 6 bearish candles? I don't know. It's not, for me it's going to be risky. For me it's going to be risky to enter a sell because I don't want to enter a sell as we break below. I want the candle to close below and then see what I can do. Okay, what's this? This is GJ. Would you consider this previous support that was broken because in case price reaches area, looking for buys above this area? Yeah, it looks good. Looks good. You're looking for buys above this area. That looks good. But this one, yeah, I mean, price can come up and have some sort of an issue here, but we're not sure yet because we're now currently right over here. All right, Mac has entered a sell over here, close below 800. We'll wait for a small retest. Oh, we'll wait for a small retest to get in. Okay, okay. And there's one thing I will highly advise certain people to do. I would highly advise people not to take impulse trades. I think too many new people are trying to take impulse trades and too many new people are losing that way. The only reason you're losing because you're taking impulse trades without understanding how impulse trades should be taken. You don't even know how to take trades when candles close, man. Your discipline isn't even there to wait for the candle to close. And when your discipline isn't there to wait for the candle to close, which is a very easy trade, you just have to wait, how are you going to profit from impulse trades? You will always lose from impulse trades. So you have to be really, really careful. What factors into your impulse entries? That's a lot. You know, that's a lot to explain. Can't explain it right now. So let's take a look at the daily. Daily's candle is about to go bearish over here. 4-hour candle is about to break below 136,800. 1-hour candle is about to break 136,800. 30-minute as well. We are really, really bearish at this point. I think this is a very important price here. I mean, if price breaks and closes below, and if I do take a sell, man, my stop is going to be like 18 pips. It's too big. So I'll have to wait for a candle to break and close below 136,800 to take a sell. You know? Looking at GU is also coming down. Actually, let's take a look at your JPY over here. Your JPY is ranging on the 4-hour. I want to see if it breaks out, where it's going to break. I mean, we have some news coming on for the euro. So we'll see if 7:30 by 7:30 we get some volatility in the euro or not. So let's see what happens. Gold is also about to break above 1894 to continue on towards 1898 and possibly 900. You know what's interesting about gold? Sometimes, you know, in the smaller time frames, you can get those early pushes on gold, like the 5-minute, sometimes the 15-minute. You know. Oh, GJ is breaking down. That's okay. Oh, someone took a loss on GJ buys. Let's take a look here. Support formed. Take a trade when 15-minute candle closed above previous supports. Okay, but we're still at resistance here. Closed 80% right over here. Okay, so you managed it well. Closed all, managed it well. So now you got to see is how could you have given the trade a second chance, because it did go up. So now you have to look to see how you could have given the trade a second chance. Hey, I'm new, but why would it be wrong for you to put your stops in the middle of the candle and making your stop loss smaller? Because the thing is, if I put a stop loss in the middle of a candle right here, right? The only problem with that is, let's say I put a stop right over here. The only problem with that is that price can continue up. It can make a wick over here and then continue moving down. You know, that's why. I know a lot of people are getting antsy about this move. They're looking at it fall. They're getting FOMO right now, but man, that's fine. If you're getting FOMO, you maybe want to close the charts and not open them again, because FOMO doesn't exist in trading. If you're getting FOMO, trading is not for you. Trust me. So I'm just waiting right now. I'm not in any trades. So what I want to see is I want to see some sort of a retest here, some something like that, to possibly take an entry, but taking no entries at this point here. Hey Raja, please, I have a broker, just Forex. The spread when I use one lot on GJ is 17 to 22 pips. I think that's 15 minutes. Yeah, I think 22 pips is a pretty big spread. It's really, really big. Looks like we gotta mute people here. Let's take a look at the Chinese indicator here. Does that line up with this? Yeah, pound is strong, everything else, pound is weak, everything else is strong. Okay. It could. Because if we break below the low on the 15-minute, still have a 16, 17 pip range. Would you consider the wick retesting 800 pullback? Like if that wick goes there and it starts flipping bearish? Probably not. He does not see the YouTube chat's chat. You are wrong. I see everything. Ooh, gold didn't break above here. It's just rejecting here. This situation here, this is a very important. I think this situation is very important as it tests everyone's patience. You know, price broke below 186,800, and you know, that's it. I mean, it was waiting for a retest. There's no retest. Price is coming back. So, oh wow, man, look at that. Who would have thought? Are you in any trades? No, I'm not in any trades. Yeah, I have no idea what's going on right now. We're rejecting that area. We're coming up at the moment. You just have to wait. How do you use that strength indicator? I don't use that strength indicator. That's just for jokes. Okay, let's take a look at this chart. This is clean traffic. Oh, USDCHF, anticipating price to mirror this move. Okay, I think you're waiting for price to break above this resistance to continue moving bullish. Because you have clean traffic all the way till 0.9292,000 here. If this 30-minute closes back in the range, would you consider this as a bearish fake out to continue bullish? Um, I'll have to wait and see, because if this candle closes bullish, right? If this candle closes bullish back in the range, I want to see some sort of support forming in this area for price to continue going up. And the thing that when someone asked why the stop loss in the middle of the candle wouldn't be good, this is the reason why, you know, because price can do this. What's the best way to understand price action? Patience. That's the best way, and give it time. You know, you have to give it time. You have to give it a lot of time to understand price action. Like a lot of people don't give things time, you know, like they look at a setup, they look at that thing for like maybe like, you know, 2 times or 3 times, and they think that it's going to work all the time. But man, the reality is you have to look at that setup like 30 times, you know, 35 times. And the problem is that will that setup happen every day? No, that thing may only happen maybe like, you know, 2 times a week, or maybe once a week at times. So now you have to wait weeks for this to happen again and again and again. And then you start to get consistent. So it takes time, you know, it takes, I'd say if you're focusing on 1 or 2 trades, if you're focusing on one pair, it's going to take you at least like 6 months, 7 months. But the day you break your plan, the day you go back into overtrading, you're coming back to step 1, you know. So you got to give it time. Hey mate, is this the only pair you trade? Yes, I only trade GJ. I'm sorry if I've influenced anyone else to move to GJ. I'm sorry about that, but GJ is the only pair I trade. Yeah, right now it's just not good. Really enjoy your work, Raja. Really do. Oh, thank you, thank you. Is this liquidity grab to continue going down? See, when we're talking about liquidity grabs for it to continue moving down, what's going on is now this hour has started. This is the new hour candle start, right? The previous one broke below 136,800. So the 15-minute candle is about to close. If the 15-minute candle closes, it's going to close in 9 minutes. So basically, we're creating a minor support at this point. I think a good sell, an impulsive sell now is going to be below 136,700. I think we can take an impulsive sell at that point, because if we break below 136,700, there's a clean candle coming right over here. So I think that's going to be pretty good. The reason why an impulsive sell at 136,800 was not a good idea, because, you know, this was a strong support held by, like, you know, these candles here to the left hand side. So this minor support is only being held by like just one low, right? So it's going to be pretty good if this candle breaks below the low over here. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. Hey Raja, I have a look at my gold analysis, looking to execute this NY open. Let's take a look here. Oh, print screen. All right. Okay, so this is gold 1 hour. Also, this is previous daily high, breaking this and buy, flip up, looking for buys. Have we skipped this sell area, aka supply zone? Yeah, it makes sense. I'm kind of looking at the same thing over here too. I'm looking at the same thing over here too, for price to break above here. As long as price stays within this range, it's just ranging here. I also think sells below, like, you know, 1890 would make sense too, coming down to probably 1888, so we'll have to wait and see. How long did it take you to be profitable or at least break even? See, I don't want to say a time. I would say like a year. And the reason I don't want to say a time, because every person is different, right? Some people get in their prime in a few months, you know, a couple of months. Some people it take years. I know some people it took them 4 years to get consistent, you know. So it depends. It depends. I think it depends how fast you can grasp the idea of like, you know, like trading is not a sprint. Like, you don't have to make money now. You don't have to be in a trade every time you look at the chart. I think once you really understand those ideas, trading become enjoyable. Like right now, trading for me is really, really enjoyable, because all I want to do is I just want to wait to see if candles are going to print something that I'm familiar with, and then I can execute on those trades. That's it. That's the entire excitement. Right now, this over here, doesn't appeal me at all. Like, I'm not really like, want to be in a trade at this point because I know I'm not sure where price is going to go. But if we do break below 136,700, I know where price is going to go. Price is going to go down, and then I'm going to enter a sell over there. So whenever you're looking at a chart, you need to be excited that you might see something that something you can resonate with. Like, when we meet people and when people start agreeing with our, concepts and our ideas, we feel good about that. We're like, oh man, like, you know what, this is a really good guy. This guy agrees with all my ideas, with my thoughts, with my plans. I want to be with this guy. But if you have someone who doesn't agree with your ideas, if they constantly tell you, no man, your ideas are trash, I don't believe that, this is how things should be done, you're never going to be excited to meet that person. Right? So trading is the same thing. Like, when you're looking at the charts, you're getting excited to see something you saw before on which you want to trade, because if you can see the same thing happen today, you're going to make money, right? But if you don't see that happening and you take an impulsive trade or you take some dumbass trades, you're not going to make money. You're going to lose money, and trading is not going to be exciting. It's just going to be anxiety all around, because maybe you have debts to pay, you have bills to pay. Maybe you're trading someone else's account. We have almost, how many people? We got like 3,000 people here watching, and there are people out there who are trading someone's accounts, and they're in drawdowns, they're over trading, you're over risking. Trading is anxiety for you right now. If you want trading to be stress-free, no anxiety, just be willing to miss out on trades. Like, a lot of people are not willing to miss out on trades. Like, I'm willing to miss out on trades. Because if I don't understand anything and I miss out on trade, that's an opportunity for me to learn. Hey, please take a look at my Euro New Zealand idea. Let's take a look here. Euro New Zealand idea. Like, the only reason we do these streams, I do these streams, is to just show people that, hey, you just got to be patient, And of course, it's fun from the gulag. So we got support over here. Sells below this area. Looks good. Looking at price to close above this area to go long. Yeah, I think it looks good. We're still ranging here. Just like on Euro JPY, we're still ranging. A little bit of a ranging action really happening over here. So we'll see what happens here.
Hey, Rakeel.
Hey, Joey, how are you?
Good, man. How are you?
Good.
So I have something to touch up on, and I think it goes back to like when you'll be profitable, how you'll be profitable. I think a lot of people focus too much on others and not so much on themselves. And it goes back to social media, right? They see people posting good profits. They see people posting always in a trade, and then they feel like they're missing out, right? So they're always trying to find something that's not there. I know that's something I struggled with in the past. So I think that's something we can learn from, and just be patient.
Yeah, that's true. You're absolutely right. Comparing your journey with someone else is the worst thing you can do in life. Worst thing you can
Exactly, because everyone's in a different chapter.
Yeah, like if I want to be an entrepreneur, right? And if I want to build an e-commerce store, and if I look at Jeff Bezos, man, I'm gonna be like, yeah, okay, can't. Nope, this not gonna work for me. Like he's way too far ahead. But
yeah,
we can't think like that.
Yeah,
we can't.
I agree.
That's what I'm currently struggling with. I don't want to miss a trade. I want to take everything that comes in. How can I eliminate that, Raja? It's very simple. Just close the charts. Close the charts, plan your day, have something to do. Like me, when I'm done from the stream, my entire day till I go to bed is planned. It's all planned. There's not even a single second. Well, sometimes, some parts of the day are not planned. So I try to like take a nap there or try to do some other stuff. But for the most part, everything is planned to the T. I don't have any free time between my day. I think that's very important, like for you to have like your day planned, so you don't overtrade, you don't over risk. So Also, sometimes, when you're trying to take a third trade or the fourth trade, just give a good smack on your face, Just like look yourself in the mirror and go, boom. What are you doing? Why are you trying to overtrade now? What's this? Can enter if this candle lower low is broken to continue down. Yes, I agree with that. So we'll have to wait at this point. I felt for the same. Social media is very toxic for trading. It's really important to cut the noise. Yes, very important. I've noticed that every day as soon as you close the live stream, there's always a crazy move. Yes, that's true. That happened yesterday. Yeah, we'll just have to wait now. If you want to win at trading, you need someone else to lose at the same time. If you win, you are taking other people's money. So you guys against me, your friends, your mentor, and of course your intuition. Okay. I try not to think about those things. Are there countries where Forex retail trading is banned? Yeah, probably maybe India. India there's banned. Like if you're in India and you're trying to trade, you can only trade currencies against the Indian rupee. Like if you're trading GBP/JPY, you can't trade GBP/JPY. It's going to be GBP INR or USD INR or CAD INR. So right now, I mean, there's nothing. Oh, there is nothing. Do you have any traders that made a 360? Or someone who made a 360? Yeah, I know a lot of people. I know a lot of people who did a 360 in their trading, when it comes to discipline, when it comes to a lot of those things. And it was only because of one or two trades. I mean, as simple as it sounds, it's just one or two trades a day, and that's it. Let's see here. All right. Let's take a look at this. GU analysis coming in. GU analysis coming in. If this current candle closed below resistance, waiting for a resistance to form to sell below here, yeah, it makes sense. Makes sense. If you get a candle over here on GU. It's kind of like doing seems like it's doing a retest to continue down. I think GBP/JPY as well, if we can continue down over here, break this low, we can continue moving bearish That's something I'm going to be looking at. What do you think about CAD-JPY? Someone asked, what do you think about CAD-JPY? I think if you read the screen, there's a text going at the top. Right over here, you can read a text. It says, don't say, look at this or look at that. So you need to send a chart. And when you send a chart, man, two things are going to happen. Your chart is going to get critiqued. And then, hey, like, you know, maybe you're making some mistakes or maybe we can learn something from it. So it's very important to share your charts. Since the 15-minute closed, would you take an impulse entry at the break of the low or not? Why? Thanks. Yeah, I will. I mean, if we break below, I'm going to be willing to take an impulse entry there. I mean, look, the 15-minute candle closed back in the range. It closed back above 136,800. This is very, very interesting at this point. Because if the 30-minute now closes back above 136,800, I think this move down was a fake out and we can continue moving bullish. So we'll have to wait and see that happens. Where would you place a stop once it breaks the low? I think it's going to be above the 15-minute candle once it breaks the low. So we'll see what happens. We'll see if it really comes below 136,800 and starts to break the low over here too. So let's see. Hey Raja, where's the rest of the gang? Probably the rest of the gang are doing their own thing. You know, it's just me and GJ here today. GBP, JPY buys. Still waiting. So while we're waiting over here, we're starting to do something, right? We're starting a competition here. So this competition is, so if you take a look at Trixie.trade. Trixie.trade is a platform. Now this is not mine. This is an independent platform. So we're partnering with them to do a little competition. So we use Trixie.trade to kind of like it's like your journal, you know. So what happens is with this is that what you can do is you can copy your trading, you can copy your charts over to Trixie, and when you go in Trixie, you can add like, you know, like your documentation, your description, the trade you took, why you took the trade. And the best thing about it is when you copy your chart, not only you can see the time frame where you entered, but you can also mark on the same chart your higher time frame analysis too. So it's pretty sick for journaling. So I think it has a monthly access over here. Yeah, so it's $8.90 a month, but we're giving away, I think they're giving away a 6-month membership to 5 people. And the way to win that membership for 5 people is to, the competition is, so it's like a contest, right? And the context is where you need to paste a picture of Magic Keys, you know, any picture of Magic Keys. The winners are going to be announced on Monday on the New York session. So basically, all you have to do is to get your Magic Keys, take a picture of Magic Keys, post it to this link over here. I'm going to paste the link here on the screen here in a little bit. So once you have pasted the link, everyone will be able to vote, right? We'll be voting the best setups. So the best setup I like over here is, just not to be too biased, I'm going to give 1 vote to everyone, right? So the best setup. So 5 of the top setups are going to win the 6-month membership to Trixie.trade. Man, some setups are pretty nice, right? So I'm going to post the link over there so you can go to the link, you can enter the competition, and the winners are going to be announced on Monday. Let's do it here. .trade/contest. There we go. Submit your entries right there. Can you tell us What was your biggest loss, and what was your pivotal point in which you chose only to take 2 trades a day? My biggest loss, I'm not going to talk about my biggest loss, but I'm going to talk about one of the losses I had. One of the losses I had, I lost like 15,000 in, I think it was like 16 minutes. And the way that happened was I had a fresh deposit come in for 60,000, and there was FOMC at 2 p.m. So I won a trade. I think I was up like about 1,300 for the day, and FOMC came. So when you're up 1,300 over on a $60,000 account, I was about like 63,000 something. FOMC came, and I had this great idea to trade gold. So I was like, okay, you know what? Let's make a quick $5,000. Because the gold moves fast. I dropped a 50 lot. I dropped a 50 lot gold. I remember I took a buy because gold was moving up, right? So I was like, okay, gold's moving up. Gold is very vicious. It's going to continue moving up. So I took a buy. Gold retraced. It went down 30 pips, and I closed. I closed right there. And man, it was super bad. And I saw that. I was like, hey, like, you know what? This made no sense at all. I mean, I lost all this money in such a short amount of time. After I was up $1,300, this makes absolutely no sense at all. And from that point, I was like, okay, you know what? I'm never going to do this. I'm not going to overtrade. I'm not going to trade at times I should not be trading. And after that, I never opened up FOMC. I never looked to see how I can take a trade. I mean, sometimes I did look at the trade, but I've really lowered down my risk. But I stopped taking, what if trades. I stopped taking trades that was like, okay, I have a good feeling about that. No, I just stopped it. Yeah, it was pretty rough. There was also a time when I was in gold and I went to a $12,000 drawdown when I came back. So it was also pretty bad. As I started using stop losses, I started to figure out how I can lower down my risk. Started to figure out how I can lower my drawdown. Oh, Mac is here. Hey, good morning.
I remember that day.
Yeah, it was pretty rough.
You went downstairs. You came back up. You made a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Yeah. All right. This is AUD USD. Breaking below this area to continue down. Yeah, it looks good. Looks good. I think we need to see some sort of 15-minute rejections over there, but it looks good if we do break below there for price to continue down. The 30-minute candle is about to close on GPJPY. It's closing above 136.800. If it does close above 136.800, this means that price not only respected this price in the Asian session, but it tried breaking below pre-New York and is closing back above 136.800 in pre-New York. So if it's closing back above 136.800 in pre-New York, there's a very high probability we may continue heading up and then potentially go back up to 137.200. So let's see how this candle closes in 4 minutes. What was your biggest month percentage-wise? It was April. Yeah, it was April. April I did really good. April, it was like 180%. And the only reason April was pretty good was because price was moving super, super fast. I mean, on GPJPY, we were getting 30-minute candle moves like 40 pips, 45 pips. Gold was moving a lot. It was a pretty good month. I remember that month I ran 40,000 to 120,000 because April profits were like 80,000. It was the biggest month I've had so far.
Wow, man.
Yeah, it was the biggest month I've had so far. Like, it was nuts because, like, you would take a buy, your stop would be 15 pips, and the thing would move 40 pips. What do you do about that? Things moving. Yeah, like 30 pip moves, 35 pip moves. I mean, it was crazy. Like, people talk about, like the virus, this and that. But hey, I looked at that, I saw volatility. I'm like, okay, there's going to be volatility in the markets. This is the opportunity, like, to make money. Like, sometimes, when the volatility dies and there's low volume, so you gotta keep a good pace with that too.
Wow, it looks so indecisive. Now it's dropping back to 800. I didn't take a sell because it retraced back so quick, but I was about to. That was like around the when GJ used to move like 40 pips on a 15-minute candle. When was that? Like last year or this year?
No, it was this year.
This year, right? But that was
March.
before the virus.
March.
Oh no, like right.
Gold.
Yeah, like
Good morning, Kevin.
Hey, good morning, my brother. How are you this morning?
Great, man. How are you today?
Ha, awesome, man.
Someone asked if the 30-minute close above 136.800, does that make fake out on 15-minute to continue up? Probably not, because the 15-minute is not closing bullish, it's closing bearish. Someone is saying the website for the contest is not working. See, this is what I mean, right? This is what I mean. I mean, if you cannot analyze a simple website written right over here, how are you going to be able to analyze how candles are closing, how candles are moving? Because, I don't know, it just blows my mind how people cannot follow simple directions. Just simple directions, man. Look at this, www. I'll write the same thing, magickeys.trade/contest. Contest, same spelling, same everything. I hit enter and wow, the website works. So no idea. I cannot help everybody, you gotta help yourself. Yeah, I mean, sometimes I just wonder how certain people move along in life, right? All right, so 30-minute candle has closed. Enough roasting for today. 30-minute candle has closed. We made a low over here. So this is a minor low, right? It's not closing above 800, not closing below 800. 15-minute candle is closing over here. It can go down. I would want to see a break below this support for price to continue going bearish. If I see a break below this area, I'm going to enter a sell. It's going to be an impulsive sell if we break below this area. But for price to move up, I don't want to take a buy in this range over here. I want to take a buy above 137 because there's a lot of confusion here. See 15-minute candle rejecting over here too, so I'll wait.
oh man, another rangy day.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, on a sunny breeze. Wanna go play with my cat. Come here, kitty.
Hey, I liked how you emphasize discipline and cutting losses short. Your detailed explanation helped me understand Forex. Oh, nice. Thank you. All right, let's take a look at this chart over here. This chart is coming on. Euro JPY sells below that yellow line. EJ looks clean to the downside. What do you think? I think this chart can use more work. I don't think I can read this chart and understand what's going on. So for that reason, I'm out. Yeah, I think you need some more information like this, you know, like on the 4-hour we're ranging. If you break below this area, you have a clean move here. So like, you know, we'll have to wait and see. Hey, any sim sessions coming soon? I think I've done enough sim sessions for free for everybody. I think the live streams are more than enough. The sim sessions.
Dude, that's shout out.
Yeah, I don't know. How much money you lost over time until you become profitable? And after you become profitable, where did you got a big fund, or did you grow a little account over time?
Yeah, let's get that question.
Yeah. I don't think it's important to know how much a person lost because I don't know, like, do you want to compare that? I mean, in some instances, people won't be able to compare. In some instances, someone will say, oh, like, you know what, it's totally fine. But losing is not fine. I mean, if you're losing, make sure you're losing less. It's not okay, like, that guy lost 80,000 before they got profitable. I think it's okay for me to lose 80,000 too. No, man, losing is not okay.
It's not. It sucks.
Yeah. How'd you get
I've lost a lot.
Yeah.
But Mac, have you made it back?
I've made some back, yes, but
Okay,
I've
so-
lost a lot.
Yeah. Like everyone.
Yeah. Yes.
Do marketers flaunt fancy cars and luxury to persuade people to buy their courses? Probably, maybe. That's up to you to decide. So, just waiting at this point. What percentage of your account do you earn per week? I'm not sure about percentage earning per week. I think when you're new, you need to go through the percentage phase, right? When you're new, you're looking to see that, okay, how much percentage are you looking to get per week? Because you're using percentage to get consistent, like the minimum you can risk is like 1%, someone risks like, 0.5%, 0.1%. So if you're focused on percentages, like 1% gain, 1% risk, man, slowly you're going to start to get consistent because, losing 1% is not that big of a deal. I know some people, they end the weeks in 2% drawdown, 4% drawdown. Man, that's perfectly fine. Think about the people who are ending their weeks in 40% drawdown. I mean,
Oh my God! Imagine that.
yeah, man, that's something you have to be careful of. For me, right now, instead of focusing on percentages, I have a dollar amount in my mind. Like every day, I aim to risk $600, $700. That's my max risk every day. So we are waiting. Okay, let's take a look at this. Impulse sell below as price breaks the previous low. I don't think. Okay, yeah, sure. Impulse trades, perfect. Why have you lowered your own risk from 15 to around 5 lots? I don't know. I was feeling amazing. That's why I lowered my risk. But it's also like, we're coming down. I think because Vantage FX is closing down soon. So I don't know. I'm getting a little paranoid. I'm getting paranoid because if I start making more, what if they give me issues? What if they give issues when you try to withdraw?
It's like, I'm gonna keep your money.
Yeah. Because like,
No,
every morning
man.
I wake up, I look at my account just to make sure everything's still there.
Yeah,
Just to make
like
sure everything.
they're not hedging off your account, like taking some little money here and there.
Yeah.
But why you don't start withdrawing like 10K each day or something like that?
No, because it's gonna go full margin last day.
Yeah, I'm gonna do full margin withdrawal the last day. No, because I didn't want it to withdraw before October because then it would have been in the third quarter of the year. So I do my
Okay.
finances
Fiscally wide, right?
per quarter. Yeah.
We're on the last quarter of the year, guys, so play
Yeah.
safe.
Drive safe, stay strong.
Don't risk the last day.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna be buying Christmas gifts.
All right, what's this?
Oh, Mac.
GJ 15 minute sell setup breaking below the zone. Yeah, I think this will work too. I'm looking for price to either break below this low to continue down or to, I don't know, we'll see because what I can see is maybe price made a low over here and maybe this is the retracement to create like a minor resistance to continue down, to retest the low and continue moving further below. Maybe.
Yeah, I I'm seeing too many things right now.
So it's best to just stay patient.
Wait,
Wait.
little Padawan.
Yeah, wait. Patience, young Padawan.
How come we got 3,200 viewers and only 300 likes? Come on,
Because
guys.
it's 10%. Ooh, your JPY is about to break down here as well. Let's take a look at gold is also ranging here. I think for your JPY to break down, we really need to break below these areas over here. Some people are looking for impulse trades, but I don't know. The only thing that's worrying me is this wick over here, because 1 hour candle can just wick in this area and continue going up, so you'll have to be very careful. You know, have to be very careful in a 30-minute here as well. So while we're waiting for this 15-minute candle to close, which will close in 5 minutes, I'm gonna go make coffee, and we'll come back and we'll see what happens. Adios, amigos.
I'll take over.
Enjoy.
I'll take
Enjoy,
over.
my amigo.
I'll take over.
I just drinking coffee. A lot of coffee nowadays.
Yeah, man, we gotta do a little intervention there.
I think it's a
Yeah.
Monty. It's a Monty thing. It's
Yeah,
a Cuban thing.
Send the guy a Cuban coffee bag and stop drinking coffee now.
Yeah.
Hey man, quick question.
Yeah.
Would you say that there's like a minor resistance on the 15-minute on 36,860?
36, 860. Yeah, I'd say there's resistance all over here. So rather wait for it close below this area,
And then look for
and
a
then
sell?
for safer sells close below this candle here.
Thank you, man.
So then continue down. I'm pretty, I mean, no, on New York Open should be at 20 minutes. So from 8 to 9, let's say we continue down, create something like this. Now break the low of this one, and then continue down to 135, at least 500. That's my idea. But then again, it could just range around this area and won't be getting anything for today.
Yeah, looks good. The only problem is how big is gonna be the pullback on GG, the next hour opening for 8 a.m.
Big.
You know that in a perfect world, I would like to see some sort of, in order to take cells, I would like to take some sort of retest to the hourly candle, basically, because if the 8 a.m. makes a pullback and rebounds from here, most likely it's gonna retest the low and continue
Right.
down.
Yeah, like in a high
So,
time frame thing, it
yeah,
would be making a lower high and then continuing for a lower low.
exactly. Yes, because the problem is this candle doesn't have a wick to the downside.
Right.
So looks like there's no range to the downside. So this candle may push a little bit up, and the next hour opening
Right.
retest this area, and boom.
Yeah, like I see how it's like pushing down to grab some liquidity to maybe continue up. So something like this, right?
Yeah,
And then up, touch, then say
yeah,
here, wick it down,
Mhm.
and then continue to drop down.
yeah. Because think this, we already teed the new low for an hour 4-hour candle. So most likely this 4-hour candle should not come back all the way up. Basically, I would like to see some sort of resistance form around 137 or below that, retesting the previous hour bearish that we had, and then 8 a.m. The candle for 8 a.m. basically is gonna be a pause candle, basically a doji candle or something like that, but just meaning a pause bearish move. So basically the last hour before the 4-hour candle close, which is 9 a.m. So basically around 8:30, 8:45, we may have another retest to this low. So that's why I want to see another retest to this low. And that's only gonna happen if we have a pause candle from 8 a.m. Basically 8:30, 8:45, or some sort of sales to test this low.
Yeah, just wait for 8. See when New York opens. See how where the direction is going, and just go with it.
Yeah, like I said, so far we don't have a range below that candle. You know, this candle basically, there's no range. So yeah, we may expect pullbacks to retest the resistance on the hourly candle, and from there, if we form some sort of resistance, it's gonna retest this low and continue going down. But nobody knows that. We're gonna execute based on what's happening at the right moment.
Yeah, because it seems that this 1-hour candle is going to close bullish.
Yeah.
So the next one could do a wick fill, then maybe resistance on the 30-minute, and then down.
Yes, sir.
Wow, man, there's ranging all around. There's ranging on gold, ranging on EJ, ranging on GJ.
Yeah.
The market is waiting for something.
Yes.
Pretty slow day here.
Oh, any Brexit news today? Okay.
Oh man, that's a mess. Trust me, yesterday I was selling gold. I got stopped out 2 times.
Oh wow.
God damn.
If there is Brexit news, just go long.
Yeah, let me call Boris over here. Hey Boris, mate. Is there Brexit news coming in today, mate?
In it.
In it. Somebody said in the gulag, oh, stop making a British accent. Like,
there's another word after mate, or when they said mate, yeah. I don't know why.
Mate, yeah.
I heard a lot of people from UK saying, "Oh, this thing did it." Yeah.
We say, "All right, mate."
And lad. Hey, lad.
Right, late. So basically, New York Open is in. Oh, is Trump speaking at that time? I'm not sure.
Trump speaking?
Yeah, someone said. Trump timetable. Time travel.
It's a lot of golfing in it.
All right, let's check out what Mr. President is up to today. Let's see here. National security. Oh, no, it's not over here. Where is it? They have this.
You're gonna look for the schedule.
Oh, yeah, right here. Right here. Got their schedule right over here. So this is the 8th October here. In-house pool call time. Okay. Oh, wow, man, look at this. New deaths 34. 34 people died of the C virus today in the US. Out of 3.
What was that thing about Trump having a bath with all of his family, or was that just nonsense?
Yeah, Bishop, in-house pool call.
Anthony, where do you get that from?
I saw a picture somewhere. I think all of the whole family in the bath together.
Anthony.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know whether it was bullshit or some sort of comic stuff, but
Let's take a look over here. Trump in a pool with family.
no, Trump bath time, I think it is.
Bathtub. Oh, it's a bathtub.
Yeah.
No, don't put a pool.
Nah.
It's too big. It has to be a bathtub. The latrine.
Don't you think that if the price breaks the lows of the previous 15-minute candle, will go down to retest the minimum? Yeah, it will. I mean, if we get a candle close, okay. Two things I'm looking at this time, right? If we break below this low, I'm going to take an impulse entry. If this 30-minute candle closes bearish, then I'm anticipating the NY Open to continue bearish. That's what I'm waiting for here now. Can you share your views on the mistake made in this trade in London session? What I missed? Oh, okay. So what we're going to do is I'm going to take a look at this in Slack later on and then give you my review on that. Hey, please, can you talk about the funding link in the description, please? I've watched a video on the website, but I have bad English, so I didn't got it well. But I get your good English. Well, my English and the English in the video are the same, so if you didn't understand the English in the video, how are you going to understand English that I'm speaking? The same language. Are you Indian? God forbid. I'm from Pakistan. Hey, what do you think about the UK banning the crypto? I would like to get your opinion on that. Basically, I live in Canada, so UK banning crypto does not affect me at all. So I have no opinions on that.
Oh, that's happening.
Yeah, it's happening. I don't know. Do you enter trades only at New York or also during the session? We'll see what happens. Right now, we're waiting. There's nothing really happening at this point. Trump family to halt big bath as they take together every night during president's quarantine. Oh, the Onion. The Onion is extremely reliable news.
Yeah, don't go with the Onion. The Onion is people believe in the Onion. Just go back to school, please.
Oh, Trump, not Trump. Anthony was right.
Let me see.
No, we just saw it.
The Onion, man.
I'm gonna look it up. So how was the VP debate? Did anyone watch it?
It was alright.
It was alright. It was like normal, right? Like,
yeah, I mean,
that's not like
it was more quiet. That's for sure.
definitely.
The president has no public events scheduled today. Oh wow, look at this. People say he's playing golf all the time. Man, I think you guys are blind. Look at this. Look at the schedule. Look at this. Property owned by Trump. He didn't visit that. He didn't visit a rally, no fundraiser, no golf, no travel outside the US. This man has been in the US for a long time, hasn't traveled outside. Just family pool time most of the time, and that's it.
This headline is funny.
Yeah. Oh wow, look at that. He's done one interview, one fundraiser, 4 political rallies, days of golf, 1 days of golf. Oh, this is only in October, okay. How do you see the whole thing? Can you imagine? Man, his entire move every day is recorded, words per minute. They recorded how many words he's spoken. That's some crazy, crazy stuff. It's actually very interesting. Can we see? Okay, this is the map. What else can we see here? I like stats, you know, looking at stats, I think it's really interesting. So he's
like statistics.
Yeah, statistics. He's traveled to 26 countries. Wow. Amazing, man. Seriously amazing. So we're still stuck over here. Who won the VP debate? I think Kamala won the debate against
Pence?
Yeah, against Pence. 100%.
She's smart. She's really smart.
She's pretty smart. I mean, the things she was saying, Pence was just like, holy, where did I get myself into?
It's like, where do you hear the name Pence? Like, you never hear Pence in the last 4 years.
I literally said the same thing yesterday. I was just like,
when do you hear Pence? Like, Pence is like that guy in the back alley just waiting to get fed.
Yeah, and then the worst thing was when the fly came and sat on his head. Man, the memes were made. Oh,
instantaneous.
Oh,
fly landed on Pence.
Yeah, I think that was all planned.
You see that they put on.
Yeah, there was
the fly will vote.
There's a conspiracy happening. They're saying that fly was robotic. Like they planted the fly on his head to make memes out of him. All right, GJ's moving over here. Yeah. We are on the move. We need to break below the low of the previous candle to continue moving bearish.
Yeah, I think it's gonna happen.
We need to break this low to continue moving down. The 15-minute has also broken the low. I know some people have taken a sell as the 15-minute broke the low, but you need to understand the range is right over here. It's like 3 pips away. So I'm waiting for this low to get broken. Once the low gets broken, my stop is going to go above the 30-minute candle, and then we can continue moving bearish. Or even, like, you know, if this candle closes bearish, I can take a sell and anticipate the next 30-minute candle of the New York to continue going down.
With the push, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Just be careful with the pullback. Oh, right. Coffee, delicious.
Delicious. Bro, look what this coffee says. This coffee says pips on it.
Pips. Let's go.
We're about to get some pips in it, mate.
Yeah, man.
In it.
Yeah, so I think a sell at 136.710 would make sense.
Yeah, boy.
I want to earn enough from the stream so I can thank Raja with the Rolex to whatever he likes. Guess I'll figure it in that much time. You know what? To be honest, if we ever meet, just get me a good steak dinner. That's it.
Give me some lights for my house.
Yeah, and get me some lights.
Forget about the Rolex.
Get me pot lights.
With some pot lights.
To be honest, I don't really wear watches. Like, you're very rare. Like, maybe at a wedding I'll wear a watch. Other than that, I don't really like wearing watches. I don't even wear my wedding ring. I think they get too heavy on the hand, you know, watches and all that. Because what if one day you gotta, you know, throw some hands around? You gotta throw hands.
If you gotta throw hands, you better have heavy ring or.
What's your favorite beer? I don't drink alcohol. Well, not beer. So,
You don't drink whiskey?
It's a gray area. Favorite strain? Favorite strain is sour diesel. It's really good sativa. Really good sativa. Isn't it sensitive for Asian that don't wear a wedding ring? Oh, I don't know. Not for this Asian. All right, we got 1 minute left. Oh, look at that retracement. See why it's so important to wait? Just wait. Look at that retracement happening. Look at this retracement. Holy, can you see that? Everyone who was getting impatient, they wanted to take an entry, look what happened. You know, retracement, your anxiety levels are increasing at this point because you don't want to wait. Man, we've been waiting for about an hour and a half over here and nothing. Mucus causes cancer. No, it does not. Where do these ideas come from, man?
From the onion.
No. All right. I'm trading from Somalia. I'm happy to trade with you. Oh, thank you, thank you. I actually saw a movie about Somalia yesterday. It was about Captain Phillips. You know that movie where there is...
Yeah. It's like, look at me now. This is my boat.
Yeah, yeah. I'm your captain now.
I'm your captain now.
I'm the captain now. Yeah. Yeah, right now, nothing. I think I really want to take a sell over here because the previous 30-minute candle closed bearish, closed below 136,800 for it to continue down. But I really want to be very risk averse at the same time too because the body is too small over here. This body is way too small. 15 minutes making lower highs and lower lows. 30 minutes also making a low. 1 hour candle also closed below 136,800. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to wait for this low to be broken right here. And then I'm going to take the sell. Otherwise, I'm not doing anything. Yeah, otherwise I'm not doing anything. Where's look at your JPY, still ranging, gold still ranging. Let's take a look at GU still ranging. GU is kind of like making the same situation as GJ. See, this is the idea I was looking at, having a stop above the previous 30-minute candle and expecting it to come down. But we're creating this minor support over here. We need to break this minor support for price to have a free fall all the way down towards 136.5. 520 would be a pretty good target there. It's like a 19 pip range, so let's see. Some people are asking about sell stops. No, I'm not going to use a sell stop. How many days do you go when you are on a retention program? Normally about 3 months. Yeah, I think 3 months. 3 months is a good time. Hey, I saw the setup on the simulations and you said that probably not considered that little candle to continue bullish. would be this case. Yes, so yeah, I'm gonna have to wait for this to break here, and then I'll see, and then I'm gonna enter. I think at around 136.707 would be a good idea. Man, one day I'd like to become a good trader as you. You know what? I didn't take any trade today. So does that make me a good trader? Some people would say yes, he's patient. Some would say no, because he didn't take a trade. So, you know, it is what it is right now. It's almost an hour and a half, no trades, nothing. Not even a single execution. I would like to see it create a top wick before coming down to break the low. Yes. We break below 136.707. I think we will have a very, very good trade coming down.
Got a little volatility coming in at 8:30. News, maybe that will break it.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. How come you can't rewind the trade while it's live anymore? Is that something you've changed? Yeah, I think I updated my software, and that's what happened. Oh, like, you know what? There's another thing I was looking at here now. If this candle closes bullish, then I'm going to take a buy on the next candle to continue moving up, because that's going to be the same situation we had yesterday. So if you take a look at yesterday, right over here, right? This was the situation we had yesterday. Price came down, price made a support, you know, one candle, whatever, this candle, doji, this is a loss I took, and then this was our confirmation for buys. So we waited for this candle, and this candle went up. So same thing happened right over here. If you get a break below 136.715, you know, 707, great, sells to continue down. I agree with that 100%. But if this 30-minute candle closes bullish, this one, then I think the next 30-minute candle is going to continue moving bullish up to 137. And the reason I'm going to be willing to take that trade is going to be, even if I, let's say, execute the trade at 136.840, there's enough range here. So, and also considering the fact that we only had some sort of volume in pre-New York, and, like, you know, we're kind of like ranging. So whenever price is ranging, you're always looking to see that, okay, what time of the market will there be volume again? Will it be at NY Open? If the NY Open ranges for about the next, you know, like 45 minutes, 50 minutes, then probably the next time of volume is going to be at NYC Open, you know, like 9:30.
Yeah, I tend to agree with you, because we can trade it both ways. Basically going to 137 and then wait for another resistance form over there and break below that support that we just had, and it's going to be sells.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's what we talked about. That I sketched it out. The lower high to make and then continue down.
Yeah. So basically we're going to destroy GJ today, or we're going to die trying.
All right, calm your curb your enthusiasm a little. I get jinxed. Oh, nice.
Yeah, I really want to see the 30-minute candle close before taking a position over here. That's one of my requirements for today.
Ooh, that's beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
There we go.
What is their cowboy hats on?
Yes.
Come on, break that.
Nice.
Oof, beautiful. I like. Yes, it's sexy. Just how we broke it down, Kerwin.
Max, are you in buys already, or what?
Very nice.
Me, I said I was gonna get in buys at the break of the high of this one. So I'm gonna close around here, 137.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. 137, brother.
Yes, my loco.
Órale, mijo.
Mándale, papi.
Trust.
It goes up to like 137, 200. Be happy.
Ah, man. Oh, man. Oh, man.
Yeah, because that 50-minute kind of flew by in less than 10 minutes, so I just didn't want to miss it.
You're a beast, Mac.
I secure some macaronian.
How, bro? I'm only 3 pips.
You're only 3 pips? Come on, man.
Oh, you got it right at the
man.
bottom. I got it right here. I said it.
Yeah.
My entry was at 136.88.
Okay. My entry was at the opening of this new hour candle. 136.78.
Beautiful.
Yeah, secure some because we're just right at the top of range of the previous hourly candle.
Yeah.
So we may break that, but I still gonna have a small pullback. No big deal. I mean, you can hold it. Trust. Basically, what we wanted, it's coming.
See, the only problem about this range is that there's these rejections here in small time frames.
Yes.
And that's what's keeping me out of this to trade in this range.
Yeah, this little noise around here.
Yes. So I'm waiting for a buy above 137 or a sell below, like, 136,700. Would buys on 15-minute close be a good idea? I don't think so, because the range is not enough, right? It's not enough. If this was like, let's say if this was instead of a 20 pip, if this was a 40 pip range, I would be in this trade. But since it's a smaller range, I don't want to risk it. I just don't want like a red trade in my trading history. So I'd rather have no trades than to have a losing trade. All right, we are coming up. We are coming up slowly. Ooh, we got 3,400 viewers here today. Welcome, welcome everyone who's coming in new. If you're new to the stream, we do this every day at 6:30 a.m. Eastern. We give out ideas, read the description, read the rules, post charts. We look at your charts, do analysis. Some people are in buys on GPJPY as it moves up towards 137. It's pretty good, pretty good. I'm gonna wait for it to break above this area to continue up. Oh wow. Great big rejection. This is my first time on your session. My mentor Travis recommended. Thank you so much. Oh, nice. Thank you, Travis. Travis.
Travis Pastrana?
Mr. Travis.
What's going on here? We have news at 8:30. Let's take a look here. Ooh,
Cat news, right?
Cat news and USD unemployment claims.
Yeah, boy.
Let's take a look at the Chinese indicator, see what it's saying. See now, Chinese indicator is saying pound is weak, but pound is going up. Does this make sense? No, right? Makes no sense at all. So looking at the Chinese indicator is futile. This 30-minute candle is about to close in 15 minutes. So we'll see how this candle closes. All right, Mac changed his shirt. Changed his shirt.
Oh my God! I almost took partials. I'm still 5 pips up.
Your GPY is still ranging. GU is also trying to continue moving bullish over here, but it's also
it's 10 pips up.
It's also
taking
approaching
partials. My bad, rakeel.
Bro, come on, man. Come on, like if you're taking partials, take them for you, not for everyone else. Right?
No, I'm interrupting you. I said my bad. Are we okay?
You are 3 pips away from getting kicked.
I'm 3 pips away from my partials.
I'm getting kicked out of the streaming, man.
You know, I've never taken partials or no. There you go.
Sent straight to the gulag.
I'm the gulag. What you mean? I'm recording this. I'm about to take partials. I'm at 16 pips. Come on. Oh, partials taken. Yes. Wait, did it work?
Mac.
Oh man.
Rakeel, whatever Mac gave you, I'll pay you back so you can send him permanent to the gulag.
Oh shit!
All right, perfect.
yeah.
You know, I know where you live, Kevon, right?
You know what?
All right.
You know what it means? No more dinners with Ted in Miami, Mac. So that's the worst part.
Yeah, you're banned.
You're banned
from all dinners.
What the heck?
All right, what's this? Had a bad trading this morning in London session. Raja, I'm going to follow your lead on GJ and patiently waiting to buy. I think if you had a bad day trading in London session, you should just call it a day. Why even bother taking another trade? This is what I say about, like, you know, having bad discipline. If you had a bad day trading, call it a day, man. Come back tomorrow. Because trust me, the trade I take, and if people copied that trade, what if that's a losing trade? Now instead of having 1 loss, you had 2 losses. Do you think with $200 and with proper risk management and 2 trades a day, I can make someone capitalize their account in future? I think if you live in a country where the economy is not that strong and $200 is a lot of money, you can do that. But I don't think living somewhere where $200 will get you probably like a nice meal at a restaurant. That can, I don't know, it's going to get pretty hard. Let's take a look at gold. Oh, gold is now breaking above now. Perfect. Gold is heading towards 1898. 1898 is coming up on gold very soon.
I closed.
Do every consistently profitable trader journal trades? Like if there were no streams, would you journal every trade? Yes. Yes and no. I think when you get to a level of consistency, you just keep a mental check on all the trades you've taken. Like if you were to ask me, I would be able to tell you exactly where the last trade I took, and the ones before, and the ones before that. But journaling is just so that, like, you know, if you journal trades, the only reason you're journaling trades are to see that, okay, if you had a loss in that session, how were you able to, like, you know, make that loss correct? Or how would you able to see that, okay, I had a loss, I had a losing trade, how could I have taken a winning trade? That's what journaling is. Journaling is not all about just doing a before and after and say, oh, I won the trade and I lost the trade. I mean, what's next? You know, if you lost the trade, you're journaling to see how you could have taken a correct trade.
I'm just happy me and Carol, when we called it to the T, so.
Oh, wow, look at that. We're approaching.
There are cells coming up back.
Yeah, he created the high, the lower high, continuing down.
Raja, you created a monster out of Magman. Seriously,
I don't know.
This guy trades left, right.
And I'm not taking any trades. Why do you assume that I'm taking a trade? I took the buys and the zip.
I heard that. Ah, man. You were slashing the thing, man.
I was slashing what? I think I got the lumberjack outfit on. I was.
Ooh, this might just be a pullback before pushing down as the bearish bias. I would not want to take a sell at this point. I don't think this is a very good idea to take a sell. I mean, it could work, but it's just, I don't know. It's not enough range. I mean, I don't even know why you are attempting to take a sell when candles are moving bullish. This is extremely scary at this point. With this mindset you have, it's very difficult. So Alex, you gotta relax.
Me?
Who? No.
Oh.
Man, you gotta stay attentive. Hey, at what price did you take that buy on gold? I did not. I actually took a buy on gold and then I closed it. So it was nothing. You know, because when I entered it already moved up and I decided no, it was nothing. So it was like maybe like a 2 pip profit, 1 pip profit. Nothing really much. But I'm really focusing on GJ over here to see where it's gonna go. If we break above 137, I think we're gonna have a really nice move going up. Bearish move from Asian close, low created here. If price created a resistance and respecting this resistance, we'll take a sell to retest the low over here. Okay, perfect. If there's a breakout candle above here, we'll look for buys. Looks good. Looks good, looks good. Oh, it looks like gold is filling this daily wick here that we were talking about earlier, if you guys remember. We are filling this wick. And then there's a very high probability for gold to move up towards 1900. Look at that move.
Still on GJ, that little area. It's like a stepping stone. Go on the 15. This area here.
Yeah, this is a very problematic area here. This
Yeah,
area here, a very problematic area. Can gold really tap 1900 today? Wow, 1897. Can tap 1900. Hey, Ranjit, did you take buys, brother man? No. No buys. Nothing. No trade.
Brother man.
Brother man.
Yo.
My profits for today are like $45.
Mine are 150.
Oh, you made more than me today, man.
Yeah, I'm winning.
Winning. Made $45 today. I can get one more pot light.
I can send you another one. Some guy saying that I look like Tyler Hero's brother.
Oh, talking about Tyler. Let's take a look at this. Let me make sure everyone can hear this as well.
Oh, Adam?
Yeah, Adam.
Adam is funny.
Yo, take a look at this.
Enforcement, and I want everyone to know who puts on the uniform.
That's vibes.
Hey.
That's vibes right there. That's Fleetwood Mac right there, bro.
Bro, you're killing me, man.
You know, I made a video. I'm gonna make the second video today. I'm gonna be drinking.
Mike with his skate.
Oh man!
Oh my god!
The one he's drinking the bleach bottle. That's funny too.
People are creative, man.
The one with the bleach bottle.
Man, this guy is hilarious.
You know what happened with Fleetwood Mac, right? Like since the 70s, his song Dreams hasn't hit the billboards, and now this guy just came through out the blue.
Vibe show.
Vic. And now they're like number 20 something in the billboards. Amazing. And the guy they haven't made a song in 40 years almost.
Oh, this is the same guy over there?
Fleetwood Mac. No, the Fleetwood Mac, the band.
Oh,
the guy who made the video, that's some guy from TikTok, Dogface.
No idea.
The Mexican dude.
Okay, that's
yeah. What's the name of the band?
Fleetwood Mac. Like my name, Mac. Fleetwood.
Fleetwood Mac.
Hey, would you take an impulse trade at 137? Probably not. Because the reason why I'm not going to take an impulse trade at 137 is because 137 is a very strong level, because this was respected respected yesterday after Asian Open, all the way till we got volume in New York session. So we'll have to be very careful. Oh man, made a big mistake over here. YouTube is now going to send me an email that, hey, you played a copyright audio.
Oh my god, Fleetwood Mac. But since it's popping, even they'll let it slide and give you just like a little penalty.
Yeah.
Be like, can you discount it 50%?
YouTube will be like, Raja Banks, why'd you do that, Raja Banks?
Please forgive us, YouTube. Please.
Please, YouTube. I mean, please, Gulag, let's get 1,000 likes so we don't get a penalty.
There was this one time when someone was humming a song and they sent me an email that there was a tune being played of this song. Yeah. Oh, we did the bad thing today. Oh wow, so close gold, 1900. What is the next move for gold? I think 1900. I mean, this was the move on gold. Next move on gold is going to be probably a backflip. It's going to do the backflip off of this diving board it's creating right over here. So we're going to create a diving board right here. And gold
It's going to the platform and then it's gonna jump out from there.
Yeah, this is the diving board on gold. And from here, it's going to do a backflip. That's the next move on gold. I mean, how do we know, man? I mean, it's moving bullish. The idea was if it's moving bullish, the daily wick is going to get filled, and it's going to move to 1900. I think the reason why someone asks what's the next move on a certain pair is when you miss a move, right? When you miss a move, then you're like, okay, what's the next move? How can I get in the next trade? But what you should be focusing on that, okay, if you're only trading gold, and if you see this big ass candle moving here, and if you were not in this candle, you missed the move. That's it. And now what you got to do is now you got to go back to the chart and see that, okay, how could you have entered this trade even though you were anticipating price to continue up to fill the daily wick? See, you fill the daily wick over here. We look on the 4 hour. We also fill this wick over here, right? So that's what you need to look at. How could you have been in this trade? So let's break this down over here. Probably your stop would have been pretty big on gold. You know, that's what I know about gold now. Like, when it trends, you have bigger stops. Someone sold gold at 1893. 1893, stop loss at 1896. TP at 1883. Oh.
Oh, what a boring day, man.
Yeah, what a boring day for someone who hit stop loss. Oh, hey, thank you so much. Had your losing trade, but thankful for your risk management. Let's take a look over here. Ooh, entry over here. Man, oh man, oh man. Would have been waited for the support to break to take a sell.
And also the size of this bearish candle. The body is very small.
Yeah, this body was too small.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah.
I gotta wait.
So the new 30-minute candle has just started. If I want to take a buy at this point, I don't think I'm going to take a buy because this is just like 13, 14 pips away. Stop is going to be like 10 pips away. Take a look at the 15 minute. 15 minutes is also ranging. 1 hour is also still here. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to risk it here. I mean, this is the same situation as yesterday, where you could have a stop below the 30-minute candle and aim for this wick fill. But me personally, I'm going to stick to wait for a break above 137 or a break below this area over here. Let's take a look at the news here. The unemployment numbers came out. I think they came out bad. Are they bad? Ooh, wow, super bad. They're worse than expected, man. This means gold can continue moving bullish. Raja has lost his mojo. Come on. No, not really. I'm just very patient here. I mean, there's nothing I see that's going to make me money. So why would I want to jump on something when I'm not sure of, right? So, no trade so far. What do you suggest for the direction of gold? I think gold was bullish. That's it. Whenever I see big candles happening, I say that, okay, like, you know what? That was my trade. I missed that trade, so maybe I'm going to wait for the next day now. So right now, you know, just being very patient and waiting, because if we break below 136,700, we're going all the way down. You're not sure, or is your confidence low? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what price is doing right now, so that's why I'm not executing. All right. We are coming down. 30-minute candle's coming down. I think if we break the low of the previous 30-minute candle, it should continue going bearish. Oh,
Yeah.
it broke the low at that point. Oh, who was
Someone
that?
entered. Smack.
Someone
It's always me, right?
Having to stop above the 30-minute candle and really anticipating the price to drop down to
Yeah.
136,500. Yeah, I think this is the drop incoming at this point.
Yeah.
Just gotta come further below to 700 and then boom down.
Yeah, man.
That was the move you were talking about.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Kevin?
Yeah, from
Exactly
8:30
that
to
move.
9.
Yeah, you and Mac.
Yeah, basically, it's the timing. Timing must be perfect, and the formation in candles must be perfect. I'm planning on doing a Zoom meeting soon with Raja, with the people from Slack, for market fluidity members, because I want to talk about the 5-minute candle and how can you approach the markets based on 5-minute candle. By this, I'm not telling anybody you should not follow directions with the 30-minute candle, but when price action is there in bigger time frames, you can get entries on the 5-minute candles. I have been doing some one-on-ones with some members. They've been asking for help, and today was the perfect example how you can take a 5-minute candle entry for this move. But it's something that we're gonna discuss on the webinar. Hopefully, right. I'm not sure if this weekend or next weekend. Let's see.
Just let us know with time, so we can organize.
It's stuck to my secretary.
Yeah, Raj is gonna announce it.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Just call my secretary.
Oh boy, oh boy. See this? We got 24 minutes left. Within this 24 minutes, if the 1 hour breaks the low of the previous one, we are continuing bearish. Yeah, should be good. Should be good. Nice move down to 136,520. Should break below this area here and then continue going bearish.
Nice.
Pushing. It's pushing, baby.
Oh.
There was somebody in this chat, or in this group, I'm sorry, the other week that told me they used to live in Coconut Creek. Who was that?
Coconut Creek.
In Florida.
Oh, sorry.
Or in Deerfield, maybe?
Why didn't you enter this trade? What makes you cautious? See, the only problem is I know it's heading down. I have a smaller position in right now at this point. I have a small sell running at this point. It's like a 2-lot running at this point. And then I'm going to enter once we break down below 136, 700. Right here, 136, 710. I'm going to enter another position for price to continue moving bearish. But I have a smaller lot running at this point over here. because it's a little risky, but I do believe we're going to continue moving bearish. Very nice, beautiful. 136,520 is coming on. We just got to come down to 136,700. 700, 710, and we can continue bearish. 136,520. Let's take a look at GJ. Yes, come on, GJ. This is your moment. This is your moment, GJ. This is your moment to show everybody that being patient.
The moment to shine.
Yeah, the moment to shine. This is also the 4-hour close coming here. Why 520? Because this is the support here on the left hand side. So we really need this to start pushing below 136,700. Yeah, I got out of that small position I had. I closed it. Extremely slow. NY open volume is just ranging at this time. We keep tapping at the zone and rejecting. So if it keeps tapping the zone and rejecting, it makes no sense to be in a trade, right? Now it just makes sense for price to either break below 136,710 or to break above 137. So we're back to the original idea. At this time when it was falling down, I entered a smaller position to see if I can really continue moving down and add another one to capitalize on this move. But since it started retracing a little bit, I just, you know what, might as well let it go and wait for a stronger break below 136,710. EJ is also ranging. Gold's kind of doing like a pullback to probably continue moving up later on. But maybe a sell stop at 136,710 would be a good idea. Sell stop at 136,710 and a buy stop at 137. I'm not sure about that right now. Are you going to wait for the close below or just a break? I think a break. I think a break below 136,710 would be a much better idea. Because if we don't get that break, then I don't think it's going to continue moving. All right, let's take a look at this chart here from the Gulag. From the Gulag, coming straight. Okay, oh wow, GJ, 1 hour. Can't take an impulse entry once the previous bearish candle broke the previous higher high. Okay, broke. Yeah, so this is also on a fib level here too. Alright, let's take a look at this. This is, oh, entry on the entry based off the 5-minute engulfing candle right over here. As it broke below to continue down. Pretty good, pretty good. Let's take a look at the 15-minute. 15 minutes still bearish, 30 minutes still bearish. Let's see if we do break below here as we move closer to NYC open for price to continue bearish or not. Why don't you just set sell stops out of interest? Yes, I do have a sell stop. It's at 136,710 is my sell stop. 136,710. No, you know what happened? When someone mentioned they entered a sell over here, a small position, I think 3,000 people took the same sell and market retraced it. What was that?
Yeah.
Wow, man. 2 hours. 2 hours. Took one trade. That's it. I have no trades open at this point. Anyone know about MT4 demo server group list manipulation of profit trades or just Uncle Ted and Raja? Oh, does anyone know that you can manipulate profits on MetaTrader 4 like Uncle Ted and Raja? No, because Uncle Ted and Raja don't use MT4, we use MT5.
Boom.
And on MT5 you can't do that yet.
We tried to figuring out how to do it. Not yet.
People have such wild conspiracies, man. It's crazy. Do you have any videos on YouTube about managing risk and when to close 50%? I think there is something out there, but not a whole lot. I think there's something out there.
I think today, out of the other 3 days of the week, have been super hard.
Yeah, I don't like this at all.
Like the patience has been tested.
Yeah, like my total profit for today is negative $78.
I'm at 150.
Oh, nice.
Like Thursdays are usually the best days.
Yeah, probably volume is going to come later on if NYC opens.
Yeah, this whole week has been like a little. Well, pre-New York has been not so good to say.
Why would anyone want to manipulate MT4? The thing is, MT4, metacodes have stopped giving support to MT4, right? And I think in a way, MetaTrader 4 has become kind of like open source with its tools that you can manipulate a lot of things. So that's why they rolled out MetaTrader 5, which is a lot more secure. There's very, very, very little manipulation happening in MetaTrader 5. The executions are very robust. They're pretty nice. Yeah, I think MetaTrader 5 is way, way better than MetaTrader 4. MetaTrader 5 is like when someone jumps from a Honda Civic to a Honda Accord. You know, you're like, oh damn, this is nice.
Yeah, it's not that big of a difference, but yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Like I think this week has been pretty tough. Like the time I trade this week has been pretty tough. But if I look at the times I trade and then I look at the London sessions, I've seen London has had amazing moves and New York has just been like, meh, nothing better.
Yeah.
But does that mean that I should change my session? Absolutely not. It just means that maybe this is just a slower week. You know?
Yeah, on other weeks, London is very slow and New York gives you the moves. So.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's still beginning of the month, beginning of Q4, so.
Yep. My biggest win was yesterday on GJ. It was the buy I took yesterday. It was closer to London close. Remember I sent that voice note in WhatsApp yesterday?
Yeah.
Do you know about IG index? No, I'm unfamiliar about IG index. Do you still trade Asian session or did you just stop? I stopped trading Asian session. I just stopped trading Asian session. Looks like gold is about to make a move up now. We're going to approach 1900 here on gold now. Now someone can say, oh yeah, Raja and Ted are manipulating the charts to go to 1900. How does that yearly quarters usually affect trading? Haven't read anything on it. It's just more like, it's basically nothing. I mean, I haven't really seen much big of a difference. I've been trading this like closer to November, December time for about 4 years, and I haven't really seen much of a difference. The only difference I've seen is that there's a decrease in volatility as you approach, like, you know, Christmas time, like the 20th December. Other than that, there's nothing really I've seen. Laws of nature, just like all leaves, have a similar outline, whether in Spain or Fiji. Oh, nice. It's actually a pretty good fact. Hey Raja, are you Roger Banks in disguise? Yes. What lot size do you recommend on $25,000 account? That depends on your risk. Hey, tell us more about your patience. How did you get to understand and manage this problem? Just by not taking a trade. You know, like I took a sell right over here, I closed it right over here because price started moving up, so I closed it. Because my original plan was to take a sell down over here, but if it didn't start moving down, I just closed it, you know. I'm very impatient with losses. Whenever I go in a drawdown, I start shaking. I'm like, oh shit, this is not supposed to happen. Because I've had so many drawdowns in the past, I get PTSD now, you know. I'm just like, yeah, I start twitching. I'm like, no.
No.
Yeah. So I just close things out. And when I take a loss, I'm just like, okay, you know what? That's it. I'm done. And then I'm not going to take another trade because then the PTSD is going to come back. Because a loss on a loss is bad. And as we talk about loss on a loss, price is approaching 1900 over here. We are approaching 1900. This was a short, like 10 pip move over there, not so big. But PTSD is real, man. I mean, if you have a loss over a win, that's still fine because you have an opportunity to get to break even. But if you have a loss on a loss, man, now you're just compounding your losses. So it's very important to just stay calm. And so far, the market has been manipulated here to go to 1900. So if I was in a buy over here and price went to 1900, I mean, that would make sense, right? Because we're bullish. But then someone can turn around and say, oh no, it was manipulated. It was all fake. How do you deal with stress of trading? The only way to deal with stress of trading is to focus on 1 or 2 trades. As simple as it sounds, you have to focus on 1 or 2 trades. And also, stop following people who only show winning trades. Because when I first started trading, I used to look at people on Instagram and people here and there, and I would say that, man, why, man? These guys are always winning. All the time, they post a chart, they're always winning. You know, everyone's always winning on Instagram, man, all the time. And I used to think maybe I'm a retard because I'm the only one who's losing and these guys are always winning. So it didn't really make sense to me. It didn't really make sense that how can someone consistently win all the time? Tens and thousands of dollars every day they're winning. How's that possible? How is that possible? They never lose? Are they even human? Are they robots? You know? But once I started learning trading, once I started to posting, so once I really got into this Forex education space here, I started to see all the gray lines, all the smokes and mirrors. And because here's the thing, right? If you have people who have courses, right? The whole idea is that if you post a loss, maybe that will not sell a course. Because, oh, hey, this guy's losing. Why I want to learn from him? You know, it doesn't make any sense. But yeah, man, that's what I started to do. I stopped looking at people who were always winning all the time, because that was having an effect on my psychology. Because I'd be like, okay, here I am trying to bust my ass, trying to get a winning trade. I can't get a winning trade, and these guys are always making tens and thousands of dollars, sometimes six figures every day. You know, sometimes millions of dollars, like winning every day, not even a single loss. It was crazy. How come I can't trade US30 in a MetaTrader? Is it because I'm on a demo mode? Yeah, I think maybe your broker doesn't have US30. Maybe instead of US30, it says DGI or something. So you have to look at that. I could have lost $250, but instead I lost $100. That's a win for me. Oh, nice. That's actually pretty good. What's this organ music in the background? It is called, the name of this song is Hear the Noise by John Dealey. My 4K monitor? My 4K monitor is Samsung 4K curve, 32-inch. Alright, we got some GJ analysis coming in to help us. Let's take a look here. Okay, this is the GJ 1 minute chart. Beautiful. Can't look at 1 minute charts. I can't stand 1 minute charts. Have to do better than that. Have to do proper analysis, you know, in the 30 minute, 1 hour. 1 minute, I mean, come on. Come on, 1 minute is noise. I've noticed many times where people post the trades they've taken and it's in the green, and I would watching the same trade as it goes the opposite side, and they would come back to say, oh, wrong. You know what? Most times when people post trades when they're in green, and then when they go in red, they delete the post. They delete the post. They're like, oh, yeah, can't. Yeah, so I think this day was a patient day here. We're just ranging, didn't really have things to move, so it is what it is. Raja has no chill. Yeah, Raja has no chill because Raja is not faking a lifestyle. You know, what happened to EJ? EJ is still ranging over here. Look at this 30 minute, just range. This is when we came to the charts right here. 6 a.m. I started looking at your JPY, and since 6 a.m. it's just been ranging here. Just madness. Is gold moving up and USD down because of the fly on Mike's head? I think so. I think that Mike Pence had the fly on his head, so people think maybe that was a controversy by, like, you know, by North Korea or something like that. But I don't think that's moving gold at all. We got 4 minutes left for the 4-hour candle to open, to close as well here. It's leaving a wick here, broke below the previous low. We have a rejection at 137.300. So let's do some fresh analysis here, right? So looking at the daily, daily's rejecting this level. Daily hasn't really gone bearish yet. It did go for a little bit, but you know, not a whole lot. 4-hour candle's also rejecting that resistance up over there. The only problem is it's closing above this support, which was formed yesterday at Asian session. Let's take a look at that on the 1 hour time frame. 1 hour is also looking like it's closing above support over here. Let's take a look on the 30 minute. 30 minute, yeah, it's also closing above support. I think if we're closing above support, this should continue moving up. Yeah, like the next 1 hour candle should continue moving bullish.
I'm gonna head out. Bye guys. Bye Rakeel.
Take care.
Take care.
Take care, Mark.
What is your overall bias for GJ? For GJ, we are ranging. I think for price to break above, we need to break above 137 to go up, and we need to break below 136, 720, 700 to continue moving bearish. So that's my bias for GJ. What were your profit losses of yesterday and today? Today it's negative $75. Yesterday was pretty good. Hopefully I don't break anything while trying to get this table down. On these days, do you consider trading the consolidation? Nope. I don't consider trading consolidation at all. Hey, Raja, you are a Pakistan. No, I am not a Pakistan. That's a country. But I'm from there. Seen lots of range and fake outs today in London and now in New York session. I reckon the banks have decided to grab people's money today and tomorrow on Freaky Friday. It may turn out to be a good trading days. Yeah, it may be a good trading days for the banks where they try to get your money, but you know, at this time when things like this is happening, because, okay, here's what, right? Sometimes this is what's happening when a price is ranging. You're going to go into the small time frames and you're going to start drawing your support resistances, and then you're going to try to play off of these ideas over here, not knowing that this is a small range over here, right? And also price is ranging here. So it's very, very important to wait to see where price is going to break. We had the close over here. Let's take a look on the 1 hour. 1 hour close bullish, closing with a small body. There's a range over here. I mean, it's very tricky, right? 30 minutes candle is also creating this minor resistance. So not sure whether we're going to break it to continue up or we're going to continue moving down. We're just simply not sure of that. So a lot of range, man. 2.5 hours, just garbage range. 2.5 hours, crazy. And looks like gold is going to continue on bullish here with this bad news coming on with the unemployment. Should we leave those sell stops activated at 136.710? Mr. Sink It, I think you should never come back to the stream again. I mean, if you have a sell stop at 136.710 just because I said I have my sell stop there, it doesn't mean you should have your sell stop there. I mean, just have your own analysis. You know, it just doesn't make sense when people try to copy people from trading. I mean, what if they're wrong? This is not a signal stream, man. Do I buy now? Oh, brother.
Thanks for the knowledge, Rakeel. I'm out.
Oh, thank you, thank you. Plain simple buys above the zone, sell below the zone, 100%, 100%. Trust, because you got clean ranges. Someone is getting offended saying that was unneeded. I think that was absolutely needed. That was absolutely needed. What you should be saying things are unneeded are when you are losing trades. That's when you should say, oh, that overtrading was unneeded. Man, people get offended about the things we say here, but they don't get offended when they overtrade. They don't get offended when they lose accounts. They don't get offended when they over risk and lose money. You should be getting offended at that rather than getting offended of what someone's saying. I think that's something very important. People get offended by Raja, but they give their money to the market. Great. Yeah. That's absolutely right. So I guess this was all for today for me over here.
Okay, amigo.
Oh, amigo? That's it
Yeah.
for you too?
Okay. Yeah. Pretty much. Have a nice day.
Yes, sir. Take care, take care. Take care, Kervin. Have a good day.
Bless Raja for another day, man.
Bless, bless. Oh, you're leaving as well?
Yo.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I'm not leaving. I never said I'm leaving. I'm still staying here. But my trading angels have left. The buy angel sits over here. The sell angel sits over here. Those two angels have left. So now I'm just here for laughs. Ooh, looks like your JPY is breaking down over here to come further below. You know, the only reason I said that I'm going to go because I think the market makers are listening. And now they think I've left. Because yesterday, as soon as I left, price dropped. You know, so I'm going to stay here for another 10 minutes to see.
I know. 1 or 2 minutes later.
Yeah.
He fell.
Let's see if we break below 136.710. I think that sell stop may get activated. 136.710. Pray for me, guys. I ain't even trading tomorrow because of this hold. Oh, yes. Looks like EJ is dropping. GJ is coming back down. Hey, wicks don't lie. Do pairs GJ and GU correlate? They move almost same direction. In the New York session, I don't think GJ and GU correlate. They do a little bit, but in New York session, GU is mostly moved by the pound and the US dollar, right? The GJ in New York session is only moved by the pound because the yen is closed at that point. Man, I bought a vacuum yesterday. The Dyson vacuum cleaner. Man, that thing is great. If someone's looking to get Dyson vacuum cleaners, man, just get that. It's pretty sick. Ooh, you got the V11, man. You're rich over there. I can only afford the V7. The V7 Motorhead. It was like $400. Wow, man, look at this. So EJ ranged from 4 a.m. till 8 a.m. Hey, any advice on how to be encouraged to cut loss early? I think if you took a loss, you need to take a look at that trade and you need to take a look at the candles, right? Take a look at the candles and try to see how could you have closed a percentage of the trade. Always try to look at that. How could you have closed a percentage of the trade? Oh, wow,
oh, EJ is crazy drop.
Yeah, nice drop coming here, straight down to 124.350, I guess. I didn't want to do impulse entries because I lose so much with that, and this impulse entry in EU would have given me 15 pips. See, that's perfectly fine. I mean, if you're missing trades just because you don't want to take impulse entries, that's perfectly fine because that's part of your trading plan. You know, I saw EJ breaking down. I could have taken a trade, but I didn't take a trade because trading EJ is not a part of my trading plan. So I only focus on GPJPY. Some days we get amazing moves on GPJPY. Some days you get no moves on GPJPY. And you just have to accept that. You know, that's what trading is. Trading is not about if your pair is ranging, you start looking at something else, and you start looking at something else. That's not trading. That's chasing a trade. And when you chase trades, you get nowhere. It's the same thing when you chase girls, right? I mean, you chase girls know that. They're like, okay, you know what? Not this guy. He's just a chase, you know. So I mean, I just focus on one pair, wait to see where it's going to break, execute a trade on there. If you win a trade, learn from it, see how you can anticipate it again. If you lose a trade, man, then that's an opportunity for you to learn from that loss, you know. But like switching from pair to pair, trying to find the next trade is just don't do that. You know, it's going to get really hard for you. What's this? Ooh, 10 lots. Euro JPY. Beautiful. After candle broke the bearish candle low, executed a sell. TP is right down over there. It's pretty good.
Waited all day for this since London. God damn it.
Nice, man. You got it.
Yeah, patience number one.
Yeah. All right, everybody, I'm going to head off over here. I have to do some work here for Magic Keys. I'm actually an employee of Magic Keys now. Damn, company owns me.
That's good, man.
Yeah. And trust me, as soon as I leave, this thing is going to break down. GJ. It's gonna break down, or it's gonna break down.
I think so.
Yeah. And I don't want to leave, you know, because they're waiting. They're waiting. They're like, okay, these retards are gonna leave soon, and then they're gonna move. And I'm there watching, because they may be out the window over there, you know. They're watching.
Maybe have a white van, you know, in your street, listening to your.
Yeah. Yeah, turn the monitor off and then back on again. Actually, you know what? I'm going to stay till like 9:30, till NYC opens.
All right.
Till NYC open. 15 more minutes. We're going to wait. Man, that guy Naveen, he never responded to me. I sent him a message. Jim Chong. Man, this page is absolutely amazing. Jim Chong. I'm a big fan of Jim Chong. He has some really, really amazing financial advices. This guy lives in Toronto. He has multiple properties in the US as investment properties. He has some money invested in the US index, which always goes up over time, even through recessions, you know, over time it always goes up. And he just has a lot of advices. Really, really underrated guy here. I found him on TikTok, actually. Let me see if I can find something really good here.
Believe that the US real estate market will crash again. If only because I can't envision the real estate market giving me another opportunity like it gave me 10 years ago during the credit crisis. Take care.
Oh yeah, this guy, he invested heavy after the crash in 2008. It's the same thing happening here. Like, I know some friends, they're looking to invest in the commercial market here in Toronto because it's at an all-time low. There's a bank, HSBC Bank in Markham. They're renting this big HSBC building. Their lease expires in March. So once their lease expires in March, they're leaving that building. And when a bank leaves the building, who else is going to come there, man? No one. No one has more money than a bank or a financial institution, so it's going to get pretty difficult. So I think the commercial real estate is going to, I think it's at a very, very good price to buy right now. Commercial real estate, because over time this is going to go back up. So two things happen when things fall. People run away, or sharks, they come in. Would you request Jim to join us as a guest? I did message him. I messaged him. I also messaged Urban Forex. Naveen on YouTube. That guy. He has automated responses on Instagram. Hey, Wix Not Lie, what syllabus do you cover in mentorship? We cover social studies. We cover religion. We cover science. Science and mathematics is covered. Politics, we cover a lot of politics. We cover candlesticks. So there's a big syllabus there. Make sure you bring your astronomy book too, because we gotta learn about Mars retrograde. Yeah, no, just joking.
Weather.
Raja, I really think you have to leave. It will not drop before you leave.
The what?
DJ will not drop before you leave.
I know, I have to leave for it to drop. What do you think about Urban Forex? I think Urban Forex is pretty good. I used to watch a lot of his videos. He actually has a lot of content. So if I go to this watch video, what's this? Okay, so go to Urban Forex. Yeah, he has some great content here. He basically created this app, the Stinu app. He created that Stinu app, basically. Oh, look at this, 3 years ago.
Pulling him back. Okay?
Oh, I remember.
Ninja Turtle.
Ninja Turtle. This is where he was talking about how resistances work and supports work. God damn, Ninja Turtle.
Right? Our most stop advertising casinos, guys.
Yeah, it's pretty good. So we got to wait 15 more minutes for my drawdown to go in profits. Oh, damn. Yeah. It is what it is. Ooh, look at that, we're breaking the high over here. Are we breaking the high here to continue up to 137 and continue moving bullish? Or are we going to come up here and wick? Find out after the stream. Alright everyone, take care, have fun. We'll see you tomorrow morning. And as we leave the stream, we will see a break above 137. So I think we should leave for the price to move, right? Hey, Gartik, we're doing leg day today.
Okay, nice.
Okay, perfect.
Man, you're gonna kill Kartik, man. Kartik is pushing his limits, trust me.
Oh yeah, trust me, man. I make him push his limits.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's pretty good, pretty good. We're gonna do some leg day, and then I'm gonna do swimming. But I really want to know if coming close to NYC Open, we're gonna get the volume pushing up. Because there are times when there's volume, right? Pre-New York, we had a little bit of a volume coming down. New York Open, we had some sort of a ranging over here. Didn't really have enough volume. As we're moving towards NYC Open over here, we got like almost what, like 11 minutes left over here. 11 minutes left. The 30-minute candle is breaking the high of the previous candle as the volume is coming in for NYC Open. Can we bet on the fact that if we're breaking above the high closer to the time of volume, the push is going to be on the top side rather than the bottom side? I think that's going to be a pretty good bet for price to break up rather than breaking down. Let's wait. Even if I'm not going to take that trade, I still want to see if we're going to break up or break down, because this may happen, you know, next week or next month, and I think we should be prepared, right? Well, I don't know about everyone else, but I should be prepared. Buy stops above 137 is a valid trade idea or too aggressive? I don't know. I don't know. Because if you're going to have a buy stop up over there, then you're managing it as price goes up, right? Because if price breaks above 137, then you're looking to see where was the last candle, because then you're going to put a stop below that candle, right? So I think that's going to be something to look into. What's the difference between NY Open and NYC Open? There's no such thing as NYC Open, it's NYSE Open. So let's go over here. What's the difference between NY Open and NYSE Open? Let's take a look here. Okay, the market opens to Monday to Friday. Okay, they don't have that difference. So basically, NY Open is basically the currency markets opening for New York at 8 a.m. NYSE is the New York Stock Exchange. The New York Stock Exchange opens at 9:30. So all the stock traders, they wait for NYSE Open. I think you should invite Swaggy C. I don't think Swaggy C qualifies to be on the live stream, and the reason why is I'm going to give you right now. Let's take a look here, because this was told to me before as well, to have Swaggy C on. I mean, there's nothing about Forex here. There's nothing about Forex, absolutely nothing. I mean, because my whole idea is that if I'm going to promote someone, and if you go to his profile, I want them to provide value. So if you come to this profile, there's no value over here. You can't find any value here. I'm not trying to, like, you know, hate on the guy or anything like that, but it's just the fact there's no value on the page here. That's it. Yeah. So for that reason. And trust me, man, when you see people on like, you know, social media profiles with blue tick marks, that doesn't mean they're famous. That means Instagram thinks they're famous. So let's just put it that way. Q Banks, we've had Q Banks as a guest. I think that was a very, very good stream. I think that was like a year and a half ago. We had Q Banks on, we've had Ken FX on, we've had Nemo Profits on, we've had Austin FX on, we've had Ty on YouTube. I think that was one of the best streams we had, having Ty on. I'm gonna see if I can get him on tomorrow as well. We had Ty on, we had people from Funding Talent on. Yeah, we had a lot of guests on in the past. I want to trade on GJ using the entries I think Kervin was talking about. Okay, let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at this. All right. Oh, this was in a 5 minute. Okay. What date was the live stream with Q Banks? That was on Twitch, when we were on Twitch. That's when we had Q Banks on. And as this candle's coming to a close, the 30-minute candle, what I'm looking at this candle for is that obviously, it's below 137, so we're not sure if it's going to break above 137 or not. But what I'm looking at is that as this candle comes to a close in 6 minutes, it's making a higher low. It's also making a higher high right here above this previous candle. So if this candle is a solid bullish candle, I think the volume coming up with NYC Open should break above 137 and we should continue moving bullish. Yeah, that's something I would want to see happening. Please get Roxy FX on the live stream. I can't get him on the live stream because he has blocked me. Nemo Profits was on the live stream. He blocked me after the live stream. Man, like a lot of people block me these days. I don't know why. It is what it is. Oh yeah, we also had token options on the live stream as well once. We had token options on there as well. We've had a lot of people on our live stream. Yeah, the astronomy woman. Oh, we also had Nick Sean FX on the live stream once. Nick Sean FX was here as well. Okay, we got 4 minutes left here. 4 minutes left. Your advice about one trade a day is gold. I'm not stressed anymore and my trading got a lot better. Thank you. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. See, someone's trading got better because of live streams. Oh, actually not because of live streams. Just by focusing on one trade a day. That's it. Just by focusing on one trade a day. And as you start to get one trade a day, as you start to get consistent, as you start to make profits. Oh, I had someone, they joined Market Fluidity from the profits they made off of, like, some of the things we talk about in the live streams here. So I think that was pretty amazing. Are you still in touch with the girls from Funding Talent? Are they legit? I think everyone is legit. I think everyone is legit. It's just the way some people conduct business is, I would say, not ethical. Yeah. I don't want to say no one's legit. It's just the way some people conduct business is kind of like, what's going on over here? What do you think about the trading memes guy? I think he's really hilarious. Ooh, look at that candle, the 30-minute candle.
Imagine this 30-minute candle flips in bullish. I'll be looking for sells below the 778, below 800. Even though it's a small thing, but once this candle start flipping, oh man, it's gonna take a dump. But we need to break that support.
Yeah, you need to
holding,
break the support.
Yeah, it's holding like crazy. God damn.
God damn. Don't say the Lord's name in vain, my sir.
Okay, my bad.
Holding like
I'm
a champ.
Sorry.
Champ.
See?
All right. People are talking about Funding Talent and FT Mo here in the chat over here, and I'm just going to say a few things here. Now, this is not my perspective, but this is what I've heard from the public. because like for some reason like people come to me with their like their problems and solutions and some shit like that. So the biggest advantage I've heard from the public, this is not me, this is from the public, is that whenever they've had an issue with funding talent, they have rectified those issues. They've given refunds and stuff like that. But whenever people have had issues with the other company, I'm not going to name that company, the only issue has been that company has turned off their accounts. They've basically said, we don't agree with the way you're trading, so we will suspend your account, and that's that. That's what I've heard from people. That's not my view, that's what I've heard from people. And whenever that happens to somebody, and when I make a post about it, they correct that decision. Maybe I have too much influence now. There are two people who had
I guess it's that.
Yeah, like the same thing happened to Raul. Same thing happened to Raul, Lambo Forex. Same thing happened to Raul, and with him, the same thing happened to two other people. They fixed the issue with Raul because he has a lot of influence on social media, and the other two people, their problem was not fixed because they have no influence. Yeah, so I'm not going to name the company. People are naming the company in the chat, but I'm not going to name it. Just to stay, so that no one can say that I was talking bad about someone. I'm just not going to name anything. All right, we got 20 seconds left over here. Will NYSE 30-minute candle here push bullish above 137, going to 137, 100, and then 200? Will that happen? Will that happen? You can find that out on Eleanor's stream. Let's see if I can get that stream up. All right, everybody, I'm going to head off. Take care. Have fun. We'll see you tomorrow morning. And if you've taken trades, don't overtrade, don't over risk, and you're going to have a good day every day. Adios, muchachos.
Hey, brother.
Yeah. Hey, bro. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, thank you. Shukriya.
Shukriya.
Light cheers.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Shukriya. Mashallah. Okay.
Thank you, Kerwin.
All right, man.
Thank you, Kerwin.
Stop loss.
Thank you,
Thank you so much, Kerwin.
And muchachos.
Yeah, man, no problem. Very welcome, guys.
Thank you, Roger.
Adios, muchachos.
Ciao, chicos.
Hey, chicas.
Okay, man.
Take care.
Gulag. Love you all.
Love you, Gulag.
Ciao.
Love you. Much love to you guys. Thanks for watching. Gracias por mirar el streaming.
Oh.